with gold and silver where it's at the moment, you've seen this pop in the share price in the last 3 months. Do you think you're overvalued, given what you've been able to tell the market so far?
No, not overvalued. I mean, you saw us go to 88 cents, and you certainly saw a pullback from there. I can't say as I'm surprised, but I think, you know, just benchmarking some other companies in a similar situation with respect to market cap, I think we still have a significant room to run.
The prospector at $55 million, that's pretty good going. You know, for where you're at, you've still got another year's drilling ahead of you. What are you going to be able to tell the market over the next year that's going to get them remotely excited?
I think when we bring in the second rig on the 8th, you're going to see a assay turnaround of 2 weeks for the next 6 months anyway, maybe 7 months. And we expect, I mean, our next two targets teed up have Eldorado and Guanabanera. Eldorado has as much as 180 grams gold and 2 kilograms silver over 0.6 meters, 0.12 meters, I believe. So our next targets are well supported by trenching. It's what we see at surface we expect in the drilling. So I think you're just going to see a continual flow of good assays like in the past. They're going to conform to what people have seen so far and maybe higher. And then I think what we showed in our last news release in a couple of weeks ago is that we're now in Megapozo below the mined zone, and we are averaging up on our vein width. I think people are anxious to see that, and then I think that I think we'll pull together 1 or 2 JVs in the next 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months.
Well, let's say 1 in 6 months and 2 in 9 months. Say.
Can I just ask? I said, what are they waiting for, or what are you waiting for? So it's got to take another 6 to 9 months.
Because major companies are slower than the second coming of Christ. You know, it's just a fact. You baby them through the decision. It's like, guys, it's right here. You know, and there's a big. I've been in big companies. No one wants to make a decision. So you know, it goes down the food chain until someone makes a decision, and that's the way it's been in the past. We've had Newmont, we've had Newcrest, and it's always they're not companies, they're committees. Honestly,
no one likes design by committee. Okay, so you're in your experience. There's a process you got to get through. There's a certain number of people you got to put in the hopper at the top to kind of get your one JV out of the bottom end, and it's more a case of you don't know anything that we don't. It's just there's a process you got to go through. Yeah,
and you can you can look at our Antares and possibly make it's right near Gramalote. We all know B2 Gold is their only project in Colombia is Gramalote. We're in the same district. We have a bigger soil anomaly. And you can probably guess that the companies, maybe a Nuco, that might be attracted to Majama because it's so much like Barutica. And then in the past, you might recall, we had a fully funded generative alliance with Agnico Eagle only 3 years ago. They spent over $3.5 million. We spent 20% of that just to generate projects. And Agnico Eagle has an office in Medellin, and we can help them get traction in Colombia again. So Colombia, Colombia is it's a bit of a tar baby, for some companies, but on the other hand, you have outcropping, big outcropping deposits still. So relatively speaking, the technical risk is quite low. And then good experienced companies that deliver and technically can be relied on by majors to either perform or to generate projects for them. like I say, I can't think of another one in Colombia right now.